Good morning. Another beautiful, bright Saturday. And as always, I've got only two visitors, Chini and Coffee. But today it is not about their food. They like crazy type of food like this. I saw Chini eating this. Chini, is that your favorite food? So their food is very boring, as you know, but our food is not. I uploaded a video about all day of eating, and somebody says, Dr. Ghosh, you haven't. Sorry, I need to switch it off. Somebody says, Dr. Ghosh, you haven't showed me what is your dinner, because I said that, oh, when I go home at night, my dinner with family will be a bit more not so healthy, but extremely delicious. So this is a standard weekday dinner. I will start with the dinner, a standard weekday dinner when I come home from my clinic in the evening. That sometimes can be 9:30. So I will have some carbohydrate, normally two of these parathas. And this is, I made a mutton curry. It's really, but it's red meat. So we try to keep it to minimum, not more than twice a week. But there will be some kind of protein curry, which may be egg, which may be fish. Mostly it is fish. Anyway, and this will need a vegetable. And now coming to my lunch, normally I can't finish all of it. So lunch is always lots of vegetable, little bit of fruit, nuts and seeds, and some kind of protein, and cheese, definitely some hard cheese. And most common protein that I will get in my lunch will be 3 eggs, scrambled 3 eggs, most common. Sometimes salmon, sometimes the protein from my dinner, whatever they are. But fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, nuts and seeds, and cheese are a must. And sometimes I will also put pickled stuff, like gherkins, onions and stuff. And that's my salt, because I do a lot of running. So at lunchtime I need a little bit extra salt. You might not need it. And remember, if you're taking omega-3s, they're all fat soluble stuff. It is best that you don't eat it in empty stomach in the morning, which I used to do for a long time. And if you're wondering what are all this, these are magnesium and zinc. This is omega-3. This is vitamin K2, which I'm going to replace once we finish this with hard cheese. Hard cheese has got the highest natural concentration of K2. And if you want to get your magnesium, you can go for Brazil nuts and stuff. But this is kind of just make sure that I'm getting daily, because magnesium deficiency is very common. And this vitamin D, very, very deficient. Everybody almost, particularly dark skin like me, Indians. And these are my 3 creatine chews. Now, I used to think creatine is for bodybuilders, but actually it also helps brain function. So 3 creatine chews, and these 3 are prompt for me to do push-ups. So whenever I take this, I will have to do 10 push-ups, floor push-up. Doesn't matter who I am. I'll just chew it and do a push-up. Yes, you're moving all. Nothing, no food. Sorry. That's it. So that's that. And in the evening, not my dinner, in the evening, I feel a little bit, hungry. I won't say craving for good food like this, but hungry. So this is my protein shake. So the protein is very deficient, like a good quality proper protein is very deficient in most of the Western diet. Protein is also expensive, so it is also deficient in a lot of underprivileged people in different parts of the world. So see, this is made from whey, milk protein, we used to call it chana in India. And to make it a bit nice, I have put some maca powder. And maca powder has got a lot of minerals, a lot of adaptogens. So that's it. And this is my breakfast. When I say breakfast, I mean how to break a fast. It is very important how you break a fast. And I learned my lesson when I had a prolonged fast. You won't believe it. It was a 3-day fast, only salt, bone broth, water. And when I broke the fast, I went crazy, and I had this kind of food, and I suffered like a ton. So when you break your fast, like our Muslim friends who break Ramadan fast, they have to have dates with water first, like a tiny amount of. So this is my tiny amount. Now, this is the green smoothie I've always talked about. So green smoothie is difficult to make every time, blend it, etc. So you have two options. One is you make a powder blend. So this is spirulina powder, blue green algae from Holland and Barrett, and I have put some hemp powder in it. You can put chlorella powder, so that's one option. You put 2 or 3 tablespoonful here, and it's yucky, real yucky. So you need to flavor it with these 3 things, which is salt. Never use white table salt, rock salt, Himalayan pink salt, and half of this. Sometimes I use lime. I like lime more than lemon, and some sweet. And always sweet wise, never use white sugar, the standard white sugar, granulated sugar. Always use some natural stuff. So this is rock sugar, and sometimes I will use palm sugar. There's so many types of naturally occurring sugar, so have those. No white salt, no white sugar. Those are processed, and sometimes they will add anti-caking agents so that it flows freely, because we are very lazy. We want free flowing. Yes, you like sugar, don't you? Actually, we say that sugar is bad for them. Sugar is bad for everybody, but we are very particular not to give this to them, but you very easily give it to us. Now, mix this with this, and always some fermented stuff for probiotic. I couldn't find any yogurt, Greek yogurt, so I'm going to put some cottage cheese in it. So this is my breakfast drink. Every day, one full, very, very good to reset your gut, to improve the health. Chini, don't smell. It's my gym bag. And this is my brews. So in the morning, I will always have a coffee, but never within the first 1 hour of waking up. And this is my second cup of coffee, and I'm going running. It's Saturday, so I will do a long run, 5 kilometers. Normally it's a 2 kilometer. So sometime when you are hungry, you are craving food. Actually, you're not hungry, you are thirsty. So I will always have some green tea and matcha tea with me. Sometimes even normal tetli. I think they want to escape. Okay, go on then. Oh, everybody loves freedom, right? And that's it. And sometime on top of this, because these are not very nice, so you crave good food, like a naughty food, and this is my naughty food. So every day in the afternoon, when my energy level is down and I'm giving into craving, I will have this. Although I try to make it balanced if possible, because this is carbohydrate. This is homemade popcorns, like you just buy some, what do you call it? Maize? Is it maize? No, corn. Okay, whatever. And then you pop it with some butter in a pan like this. It's a very interesting science experiment. And there's some chanachur underneath. So this is my, this will go with my brew in the evening when I'm really craving some salt and food and stuff. And this comes the final dessert. So I have got sweet tooth. And unless I plan my dessert, unless I plan and give myself reward, I can go crazy and I can eat a lot of cookies, or my favorite is Biscoff, Krispy Kreme donuts. I can eat 3. So that's why I will always keep some sugar ready. But if you plan your craving, you won't go berserk. You won't go like tons of bad stuff. And one of the things that most Indians, and particularly Bengalis, I come from the part of India called West Bengal, and we do chutney and achar. These are basically pickled or chutneyed fruits, and you will put masalas, smelling spices, and some form of sugar. So this is a healthy dessert. However, sometimes I will just take a piece of bread and put some butter and just sort of make it brown and put it. That's like awesome. But that's only just before when I end my dinner. So today, this is my plan. Sometimes my plan gets kind of sidetracked because my wife says, no, let's go for Thai, or let's do this because it's Saturday, you are almost never home. All right, then I will just either put it in the fridge or put that in the fridge. But I tend to, what I've seen, that if you plan your meal, then it is way more easier to control, because health is paramount, because if I'm not healthy, I cannot do my job, I cannot earn money, I cannot feed my family, I cannot help my family, I'm not happy. So for most people, this is the least important. They will focus on their job first, then they will focus on their relationship, then lastly they will focus on your health. We eat bad, we don't exercise, we don't move. So this is what you start your day with. What is most important to you? Your happiness, your health. So I'm going to do a separate video about my movement goal, what I do for my endurance, my cardiovascular fitness, and what I do for my muscle building. I'm more of an organic person because, yes, it's good to have a gym membership. You're really dedicated. But how many of us actually will have access to gym wherever you go? How many of us will actually use the money that we are spending in the gym? 90% will stop going to gym after 1 month. But this is the dream of ours that we chase, but that's a separate video. And this is my morning table, and I'm going to talk about it later, maybe with this. So this is it, my food routine for a whole day, and this is a Saturday. But because we are going on a holiday, so I have to do some work in the hospital. But couple of patients a bit need probably my fine tuning today, although I'm not on call, but I'll just go and give some advice. So that's it. Now in order: coffee 1, coffee 2, breakfast, this, which is my green smoothie. If I have a crave, and I sometimes will have some craving, maybe 10 o'clock, I will have a brew, but not with that, because that will break my intermittent fasting. And then my lunch with some vitamins, and I most of the time end up eating 80% of it, and I leave it because it feels so full. Then in the evening, I will crave some salty food, which is my guilty salty food, but so that I get the reward only after bad stuff. When I say bad stuff, I don't like to drink this, but I know it is good for my health, so I will do it. So this is my protein shake. We are all protein deficient almost. Good quality protein, I mean. And it is good to have at least 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight. If you're really actively building, maybe 1.5 grams. That's all you need. And then my dinner and my naughty stuff. Don't even look at it. That's it.